Welcome back, Focus Learners, to another explainer. Today, we're looking at an absolute paradigm shift for content creators. We're going to explore the ultimate blueprint for transforming a standard everyday YouTube channel into a highly profitable, scalable media business in 2026. If you're tired of pouring endless hours into your content only to rely on unpredictable AdSense revenue, just waiting around for the algorithm to finally give you permission to earn a living, well, you are in the exact right place. Okay, let's dive into this.
Here's our blueprint for today's explainer. We're going to cover the YouTube monetization myth, choosing highly profitable niches, faceless channel automation stacks, selling digital products fast, and finally, landing big brand deals.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the YouTube monetization myth. For years now, creators have been trapped in this deeply frustrating waiting game, relying on completely outdated rules for audience growth and revenue generation. So I have to pose this question to you. Is AdSense really the only way? Historically, yeah, creators have treated the YouTube Partner Program like it was the absolute holy grail of success. But waiting around for YouTube's constantly shifting goalposts, whether that's hitting 4,000 watch hours or racking up 10 million Shorts views in 90 days, is just a massive bottleneck. Relying solely on the Partner Program leaves you with zero control. You're totally vulnerable to sudden algorithm shifts, or worst-case scenario, sudden channel demonetization.
So, there's a massive mindset shift you need to make today. The old way was entirely passive, right? You wait endlessly for AdSense to kick in, you rely on random inbound emails from brands, and you essentially just cross your fingers and hope for algorithm luck. But look at the new way for 2026. This is all about taking total, absolute control over your channel's revenue. We're talking about selling owned digital products on day one, proactively pitching long-term retainers to brands, and building incredibly efficient AI production workflows.
Which brings us to Section 2, choosing highly profitable niches.
Now, the bedrock of any modern media business isn't guesswork. It's choosing a specific category backed by hard, verifiable data, kind of like the competitive intelligence from Outlier Kit that we're analyzing today. Notice how this breaks down the actual economics of different audiences. CPM is what advertisers pay, but your RPM, revenue per mil, is what you actually take home per 1,000 views after YouTube takes its 45% cut. Now, while traditional giants like personal finance command massive RPMs of $10 to $15, notice the competition level. It is intensely high. But look closely at those bottom two rows. Low competition niches like betrayal and revenge narratives or medium competition English learning podcasts can actually out-earn those heavily saturated categories. I mean, a betrayal narrative channel can pull an estimated RPM of nearly $13 just because they generate huge watch times and have really high advertiser demand.
And just look at this number, 21 times. That is the explosive growth rate we are currently seeing in specific micro-niches like those betrayal narratives and affluent Black lifestyle channels. This proves that utilizing an outlier detection strategy, basically finding the exact subtopics that are performing 5 to 10 times better than a channel's average, can help you discover massive, completely untapped audiences long before they get crowded. You really don't have to fight tooth and nail in a saturated space when explosive growth opportunities are hiding right next door.
All right, moving on to Section 3, faceless channel automation stacks.
So how do we efficiently serve these high-growth niches? Well, we're going to look at the exact mechanics of scaling your video production using Vervid AI's latest data, and the best part, all without you ever needing to step in front of a camera. Let's break down the realistic monthly costs because you absolutely do not need to spend a fortune to start. The budget stack runs about $47 a month. That uses all-in-one AI tools with built-in voices and free scripting generators. And this stack is absolutely perfect for pumping out high-volume vertical shorts. On the flip side, the premium stack comes in at around $180 a month. This utilizes specialist tools like 11 Labs for highly emotional voice cloning, Runway ML for custom visual generation, and Adobe Premiere for editing. But listen closely here. The premium stack should really only be used for cinematic, long-form documentaries and high CPM niches where production quality directly impacts your revenue.
Now, let's walk through how top creators actually use these tools to save time. It's a highly efficient 2-hour batch workflow. Instead of making just one video at a time, you sit down and spend 20 minutes generating and refining 5 scripts. Then you spend about 70 minutes on video generation and review. 15 minutes goes to designing punchy thumbnails, and a final 15 minutes is spent scheduling the uploads and metadata. So what does that actually mean? It means you're producing 5 publish-ready videos in a single 2-hour sitting. That's roughly 24 minutes of actual work per video compared to the 4 hours it usually takes using traditional methods. Talk about a game changer.
Next up, Section 4, selling digital products fast.
Now that we've got a highly efficient content engine, let's turn on the instant cash flow. We're drawing heavily on the strategies of creator Alston Godbolt here, and the main takeaway is that it's time to stop waiting for that magical 1,000 subscriber milestone to start earning. Here is the ultimate mindset shift. Monetize today. 0 followers required. By creating your own digital assets, you completely bypass YouTube's monetization requirements. You're taking back control. If you have a highly engaged viewer who needs a specific problem solved, you can monetize that exact viewer today, regardless of whether you have 10 subscribers or 10,000.
This builds perfectly into Alston Godbolt's incredibly effective 5-step digital product formula. Step 1. Pick a very specific problem that you have personally solved. Step 2. Identify a fast solution. We're talking about a quick cheat sheet or just a simple guide here. Step 3. Create it in exactly 1 day. Seriously, do not spend months building a massive course that just sits on your hard drive. Step 4. Build a simple, single checkout page using free tools. And Step 5. Create content featuring a hook, a story, and an offer to drive traffic. For example, if you play the video game MLB The Show, you could sell a quick $5 guide on the perfect player build. Or, if you're in the fitness niche, offer a simple weight loss meal template. Boom. This creates immediate day 1 revenue.
And finally, Section 5, landing big brand deals.
We're now entering the final phase of our blueprint. To truly scale your revenue, you have to stop acting like a hobbyist and start treating your channel like a true B2B media agency, adopting the proactive strategies outlined by industry expert Roberto Blake. Please do not sit around waiting for brands to discover you. You need to proactively build a Dream 100 list of brands that are already spending money sponsoring other creators in your niche. Next, vet those brands to ensure they actually align with your audience's values. Then, you reach out with a professional media kit. But remember, a modern media kit is not just a simple menu with a price tag for a YouTube shoutout. It's a comprehensive brochure of your agency's services. You should be pitching multi-platform packages. Offer YouTube integration, sure, but also include sponsorships inside your private Discord community, or offer to create user-generated content, UGC, that the brand can post directly to their own social channels. Remember, you are a service provider.
And the crucial point to remember here is this. Long-term contracts are where you make $10,000. You absolutely must shift your mindset away from taking desperate, one-off, lowball deals via email. When you finally get a brand representative on a video call, your ultimate goal is to negotiate a 3 to 12-month retainer. You want to lock in predictable recurring revenue by proving that your content provides a reliable return on their investment month after month.
And that brings us to the ultimate monthly revenue goal that literally changes everything, $10,000 a month. Now, I know that number can sound totally out of reach for a small creator, but let's break down the math. If you act like an agency and stack just 3 or 4 long-term brand contracts at $2,000 to $3,000 a month each, and you run that alongside your daily digital product sales and your baseline AdSense, hitting that $10,000 mark becomes highly achievable. It isn't magic, guys. It is just structured, intentional business architecture.
Which leaves us with this final, provocative thought to conclude our explainer today. Are you just a YouTuber, or are you a media CEO? Think about it. A YouTuber waits for the algorithm to pick them and hopes AdSense pays their bills. A media CEO uses hard data to pick high RPM niches, leverages AI to build rapid automated production workflows, launches instant digital products for day 1 cash flow, and proactively negotiates long-term B2B brand retainers. The entire blueprint is laid out right here, and the tools have literally never been cheaper or more accessible. So which one are you going to be? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep learning.